make his way through 5 racks, each one containing 4 regular balls, and then the 2-point money ball.
A maximum score is 30 points, Kevin, but you've got to get into a really good rhythm right off the bat.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's usually pretty easy to tell right away whether a player has it going or not.
You know, I feel like guys sometimes start to drift off mentally deep in a round. How about you, Steve? Did you ever find your focus slipping away as you got to the last couple of racks?
Yeah, I think my first couple of years, by the 3rd rack, I started thinking about popcorn or, maybe where I was going to go to dinner later.
Well for him. He finishes with 14 points on the board. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
Yeah, it was adequate, absolutely. I mean, he really stayed with it, hung in there nicely, I thought.
Yeah, that's right. There were some moments when it looked like things might slip away from him, but I thought he was really tough. He hung in there throughout and posted a decent number.
And so we'll see Paul George. Can't get the money ball. 5 points now. Now is 6. 7 points. Can't get the money ball. 8 points. 9 points. Now with 11.
There he goes.
Chalk it up. His 4th in a row. Trains the money ball. That's 16.
A strong close out there.
That makes it 4 straight for him. He racks up 20 points in the round. He was really enjoying himself out there that time.
He was very steady throughout. It wasn't an up and down round, just very consistent, and that's what you like to see.
Just over 2 seconds a shot is all you've got if you go. So there's no time to take a deep breath and gather yourself after a miss.
Yeah, that's right, Clark, and that's why it's so easy to get out of whack and start firing away and shooting too quickly, not really focusing on the rim, and if you do that, then you're at risk of really losing all momentum and falling out of the competition.
He's got 5. 6. He comes away with 4 points on that rack. 9 points. 10 points on the board.
Rock solid shooting down the stretch.
Good for 13. He's at 14. Good for second. He finishes the round with 17 points. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
Kevin, I think he'd be real pleased with that score. I mean, it can always be a little bit higher, but that was plenty good.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He's probably happy with it, not ecstatic, but, he did his job and put up a pretty good number.
In the history of this event, I think one moment that anyone who saw it remembers was Craig Hodges hitting his first 19 shots in the semifinal round back in 1991.
Yeah, that was unbelievable, Clark. Probably the greatest display of shooting that I've ever seen. I'll tell you what, Hodges did a lot of amazing things in the three-point contest. He won it 3 times during the 90s.
A rough patch right now.
He's losing his way here. That's 7 misses in a row.
No messing around now. He's going to have to be at his best the rest of the way.
10 straight misses. What's happening to him? He's missed his 11th straight. He's completely out of sync. No room for error. Maybe just 1 miss. That's it. And Clark, he's out.
Not enough to make the next round, Kevin.
Yep, that's it. It's academic from here.
7 points was the best he could do. Something went terribly wrong out there, guys, with him in that round.
Well, things went south for him in a hurry, and that may be an understatement. He missed a stretch of 11 in a row.
And here we go with Kyle Korver.
You can be sure of this. Whether it's an exhibition or not, the pressure to perform is still pretty great in the three-point shootout.
Oh, make no mistake. I mean, these guys are competitive. They got a lot of pride. They want to win. But they've got to stay cool and controlled while they're out there. It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah. 7 more points to stay in contention.
He's got 8. 9 points.
Nothing to it for Kyle Korver. He's got it rolling now.
If he misses more than 2, it's over. Now with 11.
Finishing strong.
In the end, it's a 12-point round for him. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
Yeah, you're not kidding. I mean, his first rack was tough to watch. He didn't make 1 shot, and that slow start, it was just too much to overcome.
And here we go with Freak. As the final shooter in this round, he knows just what he has to do here.
This is it, Steve. Bringing up the rear.
Yeah, you know, everyone's already put forward with their best effort already, so he knows the number to beat. He knows what he's up against, and now it's just a matter of getting into his groove.
Nice job there. That's 2 good racks in a row. 2 more to stay in it.
Getting it done. And now he's tied for 3rd here.
Well, at this point, he's in the finals. He's moved into 3rd.
Second place. That's 11 in a row. It's a barrage of threes. And that puts him in first place. 24. 24 points for him.
Up number, but man, he was on fire.
Freak's going to be the one to beat in the finals, it is safe to say.
With the strong group we have moving on to the finals, I'm expecting a very competitive last round.
I'm with you on that. I mean, I'd be surprised if this doesn't go all the way down to the last rack.
He squeaked into this round with the lowest qualifying score so far. He's the first one to go in this one.
I'll tell you one thing. If a player doesn't get into a rhythm and start stringing shots together, it's over quickly.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot, but what's so important is that you just can't waste any time. But you've got to get into a groove early and then keep your momentum going and just rattle off one shot after the next.
Bad news right there.
He's up to 7. He's got 8. Down to the final rack. Now 9 points. He's got 10. He's got 12 points to show for his efforts there. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
Well, we kept waiting for that point.
Go with Paul George.
You know, in the 4 times you played in the 3-point shootout, Steve, you made it through the first round 3 times. Physically, would you start to wear out or wear down a little bit in the later stages?
I did, Clark, a little bit. I was a jump shooter and not an overly strong guy. So I thought the bigger, stronger guys like Larry Bird, maybe guys who shot set shots, I thought they held up a little bit more. Dirk Nowitzki comes to mind as well.
5 more points to tie it up.
Bad luck. Now 8 points.
2 more to tie it up.
Points and 11-point round for him there. Well, not his finest showing. I think we can all agree he could have done a lot better.
Well, I don't know what it was that threw him off, but something was bothering him. That was for sure.
Yeah, clearly he was able to get a few shots to go down, but not nearly enough to make for a decent round.
And here we go with Freak. He had the highest score in the last round. Let's see if he can do it again here in the finals. He's going to need 12 to tie or can move in front.
7 points away from the win.
7 points. 2 of 2 on the money ball.
Just 3 away from the win.
Chalk it up. His 4th in a row. Money ball, no good. Got it, and that's all she wrote. That does it, folks.
Yep, that's the winning score.
And might as well jack up a few more shots just for fun.
Now up to 18. Feeling it. That's a big 20 points. He hits the 20 mark on the nose. Now that's how you do it. Outstanding focus throughout the round.
Well, he didn't waste any time getting things started either. Really rifled through that first rack, didn't miss one ball, and I thought that was the key for the rest of the round.
And we've reached the finish line of the Foot Locker 3-point contest. All our competitors gave it their best shot, but one man was head and shoulders above the rest. This year's champion, Freak.
He was one chill customer out there. He really kept his wits about him the entire way through the contest.
And that's the key, Clark. He never got too high, never got too low, just found his groove and took off from there.
And from all of us here at 2K Sports, we're thrilled to have brought you this year's 3-point contest. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, saying so long and thanks for watching.